What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect, the first one. Last time we left off, we had just gotten to the Citadel, and apparently, this lady wants to meet us. So, we'll see how that goes.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Okay. The attendant.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Alright, let's see what this lady wants. Hopefully she's not on no freaky deaky stuff. I hope not. We're on a mission. Sha'ira.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you
Sha'ira.
since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Why are you touching me like that, lady?
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay, I'll see.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to a sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Back up, lady. Back up.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Dude, what is that stuff? What you guys be doing in here? Drugs? Alright, so next I wanted to check out
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
check out the shop.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Alright, guy. Okay, that's the travel. Let's see what these shops have. Yeah, I want some new armor. I'm not digging this look. Here's a Vina. Okay, where are we at? Emporium is right here, which is a store, and then we have the bank. Avina, I think, is the point of interest. Emporium shopkeeper. She the only one I can talk to in here? Wait, who is the shopkeeper? It's not you? Is this thing?
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy.
Probably don't have many credits.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture.
Fair.
Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates,
Okay.
and we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Interesting.
Who are you?
Oh, we already asked you that.
Please take time to examine the fine goods
let's
it
see
has
what they
for
got.
purchase.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Non-human armors. Krogan armor and Turian armor. Well, that's kind of annoying.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Why can't
Show
you
me your
just show me
items.
all your items at once?
Oh, this one is pleased to do so.
I don't like
human.
the whole like.
You will not be disappointed.
Okay. Ooh, level 6. I'm assuming that's the level, right? License for the Normandy Quartermaster. Foundation license? Dude, I wish we could see what these look like. Oh, and it shows everybody. That's cool. These are both the same? Liberator and Survivor? Biotic Amp? Light armor? Better shields. Jeez, that heavy armor's nice. The shoddy? It's a nice shotgun. Yeah. I don't like... We could sell some stuff. We have 1430 credits. Sell value is pretty decent. We have 2 Hurricane 2s. This is... Look at the difference. For only 11 damage. It's a 200 difference. 240 difference. I don't know, like, do we want to sell... Oh, we have Turian armor. I wonder if that's why they couldn't wear it. It was Turian armor. We don't need all the hammers. Sell all junk. Boom, 2,300. Oh yeah, those hammers sold for a lot. Okay, cool. We made some money. We'll take it. Alright, let's check out the bank, and then once we finish exploring this floor, we'll go do the mission.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed.
No offense taken,
I am
dude.
a financial advisor to
Everybody
many
knows me, I
important clients
guess.
here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Oh, he's starting to get annoyed.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines.
Okay.
From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Okay.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different
Wow.
species.
Millions?
You never know what you'll
place
find
was
out in
huge.
the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
But we do,
Goodbye, Commander.
or we should, have a mission. Ooh. You discovered a strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. Find the commune. Head to the Sentry system in the Hawking ETA cluster and investigate the strange biotic commune. Oh. Oh, maybe we should do some exploring. Put your weapon away, Shepard. Expose Saren. Should we do these assignments first? Is there a way to track these? If we go to this... Embassies, consort... Okay, this is just back and forth. We need to hit an elevator. I thought there was one super close. Do we have infinite sprint here? I hope so. No, we get fatigued. Look at how quick we get fatigued. This guy's a commander. He has no stamina. None. I don't want the rapid transit. Alright, we're gonna have to go across the bridge, aren't we? To hit the elevator. I guess that's what the rapid transit's good for. Okay. I'm not tripping, am I? Oh, this is the direction to the wards. To wards in the Citadel Tower. Citadel Tower's there. That's the wards access. Rapid transit. Okay, maybe there aren't elevators. Let's head over here, see what some of this stuff is. Maybe the ward is where we need to go for the other missions. Anyone we can talk to? Okay, ward is here. Here we go. This is an elevator. Oh. Okay, we can't do none of this stuff yet. Well, main mission it is then. Let's go do it. Examine the keeper?
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay. See what they got for us.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah, the ambassador kind of seems like a jerk. Council chamber. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Garrus is one of our party
Saren's
members.
hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Yeah, I think he's a party
Commander
member.
Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Yeah, I remember Garrus was one of my favorite characters last time I played. I can't remember what happens to him though. Like, I have an idea of when we find him. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That was cool to see though. Doesn't look like we really have anything else. Let's just go to the chamber.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
We'll see you again.
This meeting is adjourned.
We'll see you again. Don't you worry.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
We tried to stick up for him. We tried it.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up.
The bastard.
But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay. Jeez.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
A lot of info.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If the Council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Okay.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Okay.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Okay.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
Like with our mission, we knew y'all were lying.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But
Not
when something
careful
does
enough.
go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Okay.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright, well now we go to the wards. Although, we should probably talk to the one dude first, yeah? Oh nice, we can go straight there. Financial district. Okay. If we look at our journal, Shadow Broker, Harkin, investigate Saren, assignments. Okay, he's also in Korra's den. Sentry system in the Hawk. That's gotta. Is that a planet? These must be different planets. I would assume. Who knows? Who knows?
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune.
Oh.
But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Did not expect that.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it.
Krogan
A
mercenary.
Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with CSEC?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder.
That's crazy.
Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
It is a he.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does.
Oh.
A shadow broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? But they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the shadow broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander.
That's fair.
I'll leave that.
The one dude said his species isn't very,
I should go.
like, combat ready. So
Goodbye, Commander.
Not very good with it. I gotta stop doing that. I keep pressing shift. Okay, so now... C-Sec, right? That's where we should find the one dude? Embassies. See if we can't catch this guy. The Krogan. I wonder if this is the other guy who becomes... Never mind. I gotta stop talking. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this game already. He's not here?
Shepard.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye,
Wait.
Commander. Shepard.
I'll be
Oh
going.
my
Goodbye,
gosh.
Commander.
I keep trying to skip.
Shepard. What can I do for you now?
Okay.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
So where the heck do we find him? I thought they said it's security. C-Sec HQ. Isn't that where he should be? It Rex. C-Sec Academy. But that's not the headquarters? Must not be. Alright, let's go to the ward. Cora's Den first. A gentleman's club in the wards. Lower markets. Fist office. What do the lower markets have? Heck is Morlon.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want
Moorland.
many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Okay, let's see. Light armor for a human. I don't know if we want to spend any money. Metagel. Maximum units of Metagel by 1. 40k for a Krogan. 62k. 10k. Holy moly! It's an assault rifle. Is there anybody else to talk to? There's the Krogans. The Krogans are cool.
That's
Alright.
him.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now it's fun.
What do we have? Oh, shit. Yeah, we're going back to the sniper. Dude, these guys are way stronger. Go ahead. Poke your head out, dude. That was a hit.
Those were Saren's men.
Perimeter clear.
How do we know? How do we know? Where did we take the other one out? There was two. Oh, we in the club. Alright, we got two people to talk to here. Whoa. We should probably put our weapon away. We can sit down in the chair.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Okay, put some clothes on, lady.
I got business here, but not with you.
Not now. I'm watching the show.
Enjoy, dude.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
Because she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her, and her alone. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Oh. Oh.
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
You're a damn general. Quit your whining.
Ha! You got balls, kid. There are only 5 people in this damn galaxy who talk to me like that. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort.
That was easy.
Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Depends.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Well, we know where to.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zoltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
That wasn't too bad.
How do you imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman?
Alright, let's see what Harkin's got to say.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre.
Well, we figured that.
You didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Whoa. Okay.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go.
I don't know if we believe that, do we? Okay, I don't think there's anybody else to talk to here. Fist's office.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Sure we'll be running into Fist later. Alright, let's get out of this madhouse. So, we got some places to go again.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still.
You'd like to hear what? Couldn't finish the dialogue, lady? Just to make sure there's nothing else here, right? Upper wards. Go to the med clinic. Do we even know where that's at? It's the upper wards. Alleyway, upper markets. There's the med clinic. Anybody else want some smoke? Okay, what do we got here? What does this lead to? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Okay. Well, that was a bug. It's kind of funny.
That's him.
Oh, it's gonna take us all the way back. Alright, well, I guess let's make this quick.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering?
I've seen a lot of... She rejected me. Me!
She really...
Look, kid, I appreciate...
You need to start...
No, those days are over.
You're a damn...
So you think it... Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander.
This is no...
Say, you're a bright kid.
What do you want?
Why does he...
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince...
What makes you...
Take this data pad.
Who am I taking?
Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
Okay. Do all this
Thanks,
again.
Commander.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset.
Alliance military. I could have been him. I know where Garrus is. You gotta tell me something.
Is there something?
Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Have to ask him. I never.
You said they covered
I spent 20 years working cases.
Just tell me
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of
Oh, I guess we could.
Last I heard, he was going back there.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The Executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that?
Isn't that like their job?
Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
Alright, we're out of here.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, bum. Alright, well, hopefully we don't phase through again. That was pretty bad. That was kind of ridiculous. Alright, what did we have over there? Why did we phase through? 2 Presidium. Okay. Well, this way we go. Markets in Cora's Den. Well, this takes us back. Citadel, Rapid Transit, Lower Markets. I want to check out the store.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
Yeah?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What is it?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
We'll see.
No promises. But if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Observe scenic view. That is crazy. It does look like it's home to millions. And this is what? Just like one branch? Or is this like the center? No, I think that's a branch. Are there more buildings over there? Must be.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
But what do you...
Can't help it.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Upgrades, you say?
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharaohs? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Okay. Ooh, assassin armor? $22, $119. Less tech and biotic though. Omni tool, shield bonus, tech cooldown, and med recharge. Very cool.
Welcome back, Earth Clan. Will you be needing supplies for your return to the colonies?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
I should be going.
Maybe. Doesn't sound too convincing.
Good day to you.
Dude, we're gaining a ton of experience. Alright, let's go find Garrus. See what's going on with him. We still haven't found the academy. This is to the lower markets, which we've been to. Oh, to C-Sec Academy. It's down here. Is this an elevator, though? Let's do this while we're here. I have a feeling we'll need to talk to all these people. The Alliance docking bay can be found there. Let's check out this scenic view. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
The Council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
All right, secure the chatter. We're all FNGs here, but we don't need to make it obvious.
Aye, aye, Commander.
FNGs. Alrighty. Let's go find this dude. Finally. Whole episode in the Citadel, man. Place is pretty big. View of Nebula? Oh, okay. We got a codex. That's cool.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Finally, some action!
Easy money.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Nice shot.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Oh.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Wow. Ooh. Okay. Current squad, combat strength, biotic and tech. So we have tech in combat. Dang, I wanted to bring Ashley and Garrus. But we need the biotic strength, don't we? I like Ashley, she's cool. But honestly, I kind of want to bring Rex when we get him. These are our 6 party members? I thought there were more. Yeah, we want the biotic for sure. This is tough. I want Garrus though. Garrus is cool. It's not how I remember coming in contact with Garrus. So we're basically the same class as Garrus, huh? Can we change our squad whenever? Covered items. Shield battery. Squad. Ooh, no. Torian agent, Sentinel. You're something completely different. You have damping, decryption, first aid, and electronics, though, which is everything that we have. But you have assault rifles. Improves accuracy with all weapons by 4. Increases damage with assault rifles and snipers. Dude, I'm surprised having 3 in each of these wasn't enough. I wonder if we unlock more here later. You would think so. Overkill? Some damage reduction, I guess. Let's get you some abilities. Some first aid. What does Kaiden have? Kaiden is going first aid. So you really don't need the first aid, but we'll make you damage heavy. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna keep Garrus. Oh, that helmet's pretty dope. The helmet's pretty cool. So how do we... Can we change our squad? How do we change squad? I wonder if we can't right now. Okay, we might bring Ashley back and drop Garrus. But let's go see what's going on with Rex. Let's see what his stats are looking like. Could be cool to bring 2. How do we level up?
I got a tour.
Officer Lang.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Okay.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
We'll see.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know?
It's all good. We already
Taking
met
on
him.
a job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Thanks, dude.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Well, before we go find Rex, we are going to go ahead and end things here. So if you guys are not interested in the lore that we cover at the end of each episode, feel free, and I'll see you guys next time. But if you are, we are going to go ahead and we'll do all the other stuff later, so don't worry. But we are going to go over some of the codexes. So, what do we want to start with? Let's do technology. Credits. The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has a managed floating exchange rate calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit and some less. Hard currency can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasuries were linked into the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. I'm also interested that, like, so the aliens all speak English? Because I was thinking, they just referenced, like, different cultures here with the different forms of currencies. What about different languages on Earth? Interesting. The Dreadnought ships. The Dreadnought is the ultimate arbiter of space warfare. Millions of tons of metal, ceramic, and polymer dedicated to the projection of firepower against an enemy vessel of like ability. No sane commander would face a Dreadnought with anything less than another Dreadnought. A Dreadnought's power lies in the length of its main gun. Dreadnoughts range from 800 meters to 1 kilometer long, with a main gun of commensurate length. An 800-meter mass accelerator is capable of accelerating 2 kilograms. Slug to a 2 kilogram slug to a velocity of 283 kilometers per second, every 2 seconds. Each slug has the kinetic energy of 38 kilotons of TNT, 3 times the energy released by the fission weapon that destroyed Hiroshima. Wow. When used to bombard planets, some of this kinetic energy is lost due to atmospheric re-entry friction. As a rule of thumb, each Earth atmosphere of air pressure saps approximately 20% of a projectile's impact energy. The Turian fleet presently has 37 dreadnoughts, the Asari 21, the Solarians 16, humanity has 6, with an additional hull under construction at Arcturus Station. Alliance battleships are named for mountains of Earth. Everest class, Everest, Fuji, Elbrus. Kilimanjaro class, Kilimanjaro, Taishan, Shasta, and Aconcagua under construction. Alright, so let's move on to the primaries. Aliens non-council races.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna.
We already
They are
read this one
massive
last episode.
creatures. The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society.
Yeah, makes sense.
The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race.
Wow.
Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Okay.
The Hanar are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have 2 names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kaige, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
Interesting.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, The Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Salarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Salarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today, the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
So maybe we shouldn't bring those two together. I don't know if that matters.
The Elcor are a citadel species
Is there no way to, like,
native to the
scroll
high-gravity
down?
world Dakuna. Biotics
I
is
guess
the...
it'll go down automatically.
The Elcor,
Alright, let's do one
driven
more.
from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the migrant fleet.
We haven't seen any
a
of them.
flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
Interesting. Okay, some cool stuff this time. Oh, we got another council race too, it looks like. But this is where we are going to go ahead and end things for now. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.